Welcome to our podcast on expanding your English vocabulary together.
Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in as we explore 5 powerful words in depth.
Today we'll cover the words suppress, reveal, vulnerable, worsen, and severe to help you master their usage.
Suppress is a verb.
She had to suppress a yawn during the long lecture.
He learned to suppress his anger when negotiations became tense.
The medication can suppress appetite for several hours.
He tried to suppress the memory by avoiding old photos.
They had to suppress the fire before it spread to nearby homes.
She would suppress her laughter in serious meetings.
Governments sometimes suppress unfavorable news to maintain order.
The editor asked him to suppress redundant details in the report.
He had to suppress the urge to check his phone at dinner.
She attempted to suppress her nerves before the presentation.
The law was used to suppress free speech during the crackdown.
He learned not to suppress his creativity when brainstorming.
Sleep deprivation can suppress immune function significantly.
She tried to suppress tears at the farewell party.
Athletes may suppress pain to finish a match.
He struggled to suppress doubts about his decision.
The mask helps suppress the smell of chemicals.
She must suppress her excitement until the wedding day.
Stress can suppress digestive activity, causing discomfort.
He tried to suppress negative thoughts with meditation.
Dry weather can suppress mold growth indoors.
The guard was ordered to suppress the uprising immediately.
She will suppress spoilers when talking about the movie.
He managed to suppress his sneeze in the quiet library.
She learned that you cannot always suppress grief forever.
A synonym for suppress is stifle, and an antonym is express.
A common collocation is suppress information, meaning to hide facts.
Question: how do you suppress a sneeze politely?
Answer: pinch your nose and inhale slowly to suppress the urge.
Tip: use suppress for active efforts to hold back feelings or actions.
Reveal is a verb.
It means to make known or show something previously hidden.
She decided to reveal her true identity in the final chapter.
The magician refused to reveal the secret behind the trick.
The survey will reveal public opinion on the new policy.
He will reveal the project results at tomorrow's meeting.
The photograph might reveal clues overlooked by investigators.
She did not reveal her salary during the negotiation.
The study will reveal patterns in user behavior online.
He dared to reveal his feelings in a heartfelt letter.
The X-ray can reveal hidden fractures within the bone.
The memoir will reveal long-buried family secrets.
The interview may reveal inconsistencies in his story.
New documents could reveal government errors in the past.
The painting's restoration will reveal its original colors.
She refused to reveal her sources in the article.
Autobiographies often reveal intimate life details.
The app can reveal your exact location if permissions are granted.
The test will reveal whether he is allergic to peanuts.
The ending will reveal the hero's true motivations.
Scans can reveal structural weaknesses in buildings.
She will reveal the winner of the contest tomorrow.
The press release must reveal key product features clearly.
A synonym for reveal is disclose, and an antonym is conceal.
A common collocation is reveal the truth, meaning to uncover facts.
Question: when should you reveal confidential results?
Answer: only after all stakeholders consent to publicly reveal them.
Tip: use reveal for uncovering both physical and abstract information. Vulnerable is an adjective.
It describes being open to harm or criticism.
New businesses are especially vulnerable in their first year.
She felt vulnerable, sharing her past in therapy.
Elderly people are vulnerable during heat waves.
The city is vulnerable to flooding without proper defenses.
He looked vulnerable, confessing his mistake to the team.
Data without encryption is vulnerable to cyberattacks.
Children are vulnerable to peer pressure in adolescence.
The coastline is vulnerable to erosion over time.
She felt vulnerable in the dark forest at night.
Investors remain vulnerable during economic downturns.
The shelter houses families in vulnerable circumstances.
Animals in the wild are vulnerable without protected habitats.
His ego felt vulnerable after the harsh critique.
A weak password leaves your account vulnerable to hackers.
Refugees are vulnerable when crossing borders without aid.
Small towns become vulnerable when industries leave.
He admitted he was vulnerable emotionally after the breakup.
The building structure is vulnerable after the quake.
The species is vulnerable due to loss of biodiversity.
She felt vulnerable posting her artwork online.
A synonym for vulnerable is exposed, and an antonym is secure.
A common collocation is vulnerable to, as in vulnerable to criticism.
Question: how can you protect vulnerable data?
Answer: encrypt files and restrict access to safeguard the vulnerable information.
Tip: use vulnerable to describe people, places, or systems at risk.
Worsen is a verb.
It means to become or make something more severe or bad.
Rain will worsen the traffic conditions this evening.
Delaying the repair could worsen the damage to your car.
Stress can worsen existing health problems over time.
Lack of sleep may worsen your performance at work.
Pollution can worsen air quality beyond safe levels.
Ignoring early symptoms can worsen the illness.
Conflicts often worsen without open communication.
High interest rates will worsen loan repayment burdens.
Uncontrolled fire may worsen into a wildfire overnight.
Cold temperatures can worsen joint pain for arthritis patients.
Poor maintenance can worsen structural integrity in old buildings.
Dieting too strictly can worsen nutritional deficiencies.
Lack of exercise can worsen cardiovascular health.
Bad management decisions may worsen a company's finances quickly.
Infections will worsen without proper antibiotic treatment.
Overworking yourself can worsen mental fatigue.
Ignoring safety protocols will worsen dangerous conditions.
Traffic jams only worsen when drivers block intersections.
Market volatility can worsen investor confidence.
Excessive taxes could worsen a recession's effects.
A synonym for worsen is aggravate, and an antonym is improve.
A common collocation is worsen conditions, meaning to make things worse.
Question: what habits can worsen insomnia?
Answer: drinking caffeine late at night can worsen your ability to fall asleep.
Tip: use worsen when describing gradual declines or negation of improvement.
Severe is an adjective.
It describes something very great, extreme, or harsh.
The town faced severe drought conditions this summer.
He suffered a severe concussion after the accident.
The storm caused severe damage to roads and bridges.
The doctor warned that a severe reaction could be life-threatening.
She faced severe criticism from the board for her proposal.
The region experienced severe economic downturn last year.
He felt severe pain in his back after lifting the heavy box.
The judge imposed a severe penalty for the crime.
Experts issued a severe weather warning ahead of the hurricane.
The patient requires severe care in the intensive unit.
They implemented severe budget cuts to balance the books.
The drought led to severe water shortages for farmers.
He showed severe disdain for dishonesty in the team.
A severe decline in wildlife populations alarms conservationists.
The exam was severe with double the normal number of questions.
They felt the severe cold despite wearing multiple layers.
The report highlighted severe flaws in the system.
A synonym for severe is harsh, and an antonym is mild.
A common collocation is severe consequences, emphasizing serious outcomes.
Question: what makes a punishment severe?
Answer: high fines or long sentences often classify a punishment as severe.
Tip: reserve severe for situations that are extremely serious or intense. That concludes our in-depth exploration of these 5 essential English words.
We hope you feel confident using suppress, reveal, vulnerable, worsen, and severe in your conversations.
Thank you for listening, and we look forward to sharing more vocabulary insights next time.
Goodbye and keep practicing every day.